I can Google for you right here in person.
Yeah, it's good.
Holy
Wave to the camera, Brandon. New Heights was in Philadelphia this week with the event at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right.
So we have Brandon in person. How about that?
here.
Who the is that cutie?
Just sitting quietly off to the side from Jason.
Between my sexiness and his cuteness, it's an explosion in this den right now.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. Look out, ladies. Jake's upstairs because he didn't pass the cuteness test.
He's up in the ugly room.
He can't come down.
It ain't right.
Stay up there, Jake.
You know what you did.
Welcome back to New Heights, presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment, brought to you by the all-new Experian Smart Money Debit Card. The debit card that builds credit without the debt. So convenient. We are your hosts. I'm Travis Kelce. This is my big brother, Jason Kelce. New Heights episodes drop every Wednesday during the NFL season. So subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts, and follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with one S. And check out our official fan club at newheightsshow.com. Join the club, boys and girls.
Come on in.
Percentage for life.
It's
Jason,
warm in here.
Let the people know what we got coming up.
We got a great episode for you guys right
All
now.
right.
Of course, we're going to recap the Eagles-Chiefs game from this past week, a.k.a. the Kelce Family Reunion Game. We're also going to take a look at the biggest storylines coming from Week 11 and power rank some of the Thanksgiving sides in honor of this week's holiday, which is up there with the best of them. I don't know that there's – man, I feel like the holidays where you get to eat are usually the best.
Yeah.
Right?
I think –
outside of Christmas, where you literally just give gifts to each other, and there's usually eating involved there too. Like, I think it's Thanksgiving and 4th of July. Am I missing one here?
I mean, 4th of July is a good one, man. I think that's probably my favorite one.
4th of July is good. Well, you get to eat and you get to celebrate being an American.
It's just, I don't even know what you just asked me.
Yeah, I don't really know if I even asked anything, to be honest with you. I just was saying that I like holidays that you get to eat at.
You couldn't tell. How was it playing on Thanksgiving? Because you've actually played on Thanksgiving, right?
You haven't played on Thanksgiving?
Mm-mm. I don't think the Chiefs
I think we've
have
done
ever
it twice.
thought about.
I think we played against Dallas
Thanksgiving
once and against Detroit once, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go back and look, but I know we've definitely done it. It sucks. You don't get to eat food with your family.
I don't remember ever really having Thanksgiving like we did when we were kids, because every single Thanksgiving we have practice in the morning.
Well, we also early on we would go play football if we didn't have practice. We would go play football outside. A few of the times in Cleveland it was snowing already and during Thanksgiving. So that's one of the things I vividly remember. Is playing
High school football is always over.
High school was. I'm talking about when we're young, just pick up football.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about we would go to like a park.
Move.
Yeah, we go to Fairfax Elementary.
Fairfax, yeah.
And I just remember there was snow on the ground, and you could tackle, and it felt a lot better.
You would pray for a snow day.
I think one year we went to Canterbury, which was a change up. We usually didn't go to Canterbury, but we ended up there.
Oh, I remember that one.
I guess that is the one leg up Thanksgiving does have on 4th of July is you get to not only get to eat and drink, but you get to watch football.
Yeah,
so
that is
usually a pretty nice deal.
Yeah, I wonder what are the holiday games this week?
Well, it's always Detroit and Dallas every year, right? And then I think San Fran plays somebody. Thursday, we got Lions, Packers, Cowboys, Commanders, and 49ers, Seahawks.
That'll be a fun few division games, yeah.
Be some good games.
Well, good luck to them. I'll be feasting on KFC because I won't have anybody here.
You don't have anybody in there cooking turkey?
No,
What's Kumar doing?
We'll have to. I don't know. He might be going back to hang out with his family. So
that makes
we'll
sense.
See.
If you want to make a quick trip, you're welcome to the house trip.
Thanks, man.
We'll have plenty of food.
Thanks. It's exactly what I wanted to do this week.
Did you have a bye week for one of the Thanksgivings?
Yeah,
one year,
a few years,
and you came
a few years
to the house, didn't you?
Yeah,
that's right. I remember that now.
Heck yeah!
So you got to witness Kylie's green bean casserole.
All right now, smacking all that shit, cleaning the plate.
We're sidetracking quite a bit. All right. Sorry, I got excited about Thanksgiving. All right, and before we get to all this stuff, we got to get to a little bit of that new news. Hey,
New Heights won an award. That's right. New Heights just won Best Sports Podcast in 2023.
According to who?
Adweek Audio Awards. So,
that sounds official.
yeah.
Thanks, Adweek Audio Awards.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And this only is possible because of the 92 percenters. So thank you guys for everything that you guys do, tuning into this nonsense every single week. Yeah, it's pretty cool to get accolades like that. I mean, I don't know why you guys find this show so entertaining.
Yeah.
But we sure have
Thanks
fun
for
doing
tuning
it.
in. Yeah. More, I guess, what is this? Publicity news or in more news, ratings. The Kelce Duet reached #1 on iTunes. That's
It's a
right.
fucking
Fairytale
joke.
of
This is a joke.
Philadelphia. Our song from the new Christmas album debuted at #1 on the iTunes chart.
This is
That's
sick.
right. We are officially rock stars. Like we talked about last week, we asked to keep the comments on the YouTube video so we could see what you guys are saying. And you guys did not disappoint. A few highlights from the comment section. Jessica J. Cox, 9443. I know Travis was expecting a roasting in the comments, but trust me when I say this is anything but buns.
Ooh.
Merry early Christmas to us.
Okay, Jessica. Well, thank you for that. I was those aren't the ones I want to hear though. Give me the good stuff.
Okay, well, let's see if you like this one more. Okay, from @Goddess of Fairies, the rasp, grit, and growls add such a beautiful texture to Jason's voice. Travis is giving Disney Prince vibes. I saw that comment quite a bit. Somebody's been taking singing lessons. You guys both sound great, multi-talented.
Okay, hashtag
Thank you, Goddess
multi-talented.
Fairies.
Thank you, Goddess. Disney Prince?
What Disney Prince are you going to be?
I don't know. The only one that I know is Beauty and the Beast.
So you're going to be Beast?
Oh, no. I think they were just going for like a Disney like singer, right? Like that's what it really is.
I think
Like an
they're going
actual prince. I don't know any prince that sings though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they all sing, but I'm not going to lie. The princesses are definitely the ones that steal the shows. It's hard to remember the prince ones.
I can't remember a single
You got
prince.
Beast. I mean, I've seen all these movies recently. I'm trying to remember what the guy's name is in Little Mermaid, and I am blanking.
Eric.
I got
Eric,
nothing for
thank you. Brandon's got the.
There's a
Disney
guy
prince.
named Eric in Little Mermaid.
He's the prince.
There's a prince in Little Mermaid.
He's the one that the Little Mermaid is falling in love with and agreeing with an evil witch doctor named Ursula to
Yeah,
give
I
her
only
legs
remember
so that she
Ursula.
can go follow her love. You don't remember Ursula?
No, that's the only person I do remember
I mean,
outside.
she's a
of,
very unforgettable character and name. I mean, kudos to Disney for naming a villain like just about the most
villain
diabolical name you could. Ursula. Have you ever met like an Ursula?
Just a dark-
I don't even know. Like
It's a dark name.
it is. Yeah. What are other Disney princes? Man,
I mean, does
Charming.
Aladdin eventually become
Prince
a prince?
Charming. Way to go. Yeah, that one should have been obvious.
Aladdin.
Wait, who's Prince Charming?
Aladdin is not a prince. He wishes to be a prince. It's different, Brandon. Did you watch the movie?
I said Aladdin too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you say Aladdin?
Yeah.
Aladdin is actually probably one of my favorite go-to movies. I guess Simba. Simba's a prince, just a prince lion. You got I like Moana, but there's not really a prince in Moana. There's just Maui, who kind of is.
I know nothing of what you're talking about right now.
There's a prince in Frozen.
I'd probably go Aladdin though. If I was any of the Disney characters,
That's because he's really not a prince. He works his way up. He earns it. He's not given it by birth.
yeah,
He's
and
a peasant.
thief.
He's a peasant. Well, he's a good thief. He's a thief of necessity. He gives the bread to the kids after he steals the loaf. He
Nice.
sees the kids are hungry. He's like Robin Hood. It's a good thief.
Have you seen the Robin Hood with Jamie Foxx in it?
No.
It's a good one. I fucks with it.
Is it better than Robin Hood Men in Tights?
No, nothing's better than Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's the best Robin Hood. Ain't no
Dude, ever.
We're men. We're men in
Manly
tights.
men. Big Chuck and Little John.
All right. Let's get to more of these guys.
God, we average.
We are really getting sidetracked. At Stacy 9354 commented on Fairytale of Philadelphia, choir teacher of 30 years.
Ooh,
Here.
okay, Stace.
Jason gives us the husky baritone voice with a touch of vocal fry technique, whatever the fuck that is.
Ooh, that's that's the
powerful-
Nickelback in you. That's the Nickelback
No,
in
don't you dare. Powerful yet controlled. Travis gives us lyrical tenor purity and crystal clarity. The diction is tricky because the song is quick with lots of words. When they sing in unison and in harmony, it's perfection because nobody blends better than siblings. Bravo, boys. Stacy! Gosh, thank you for that comment.
You're too kind.
That's awesome.
You guys are way too kind. All right.
What, did you not think, you don't think the song's good? I think it's good. I think it's a good song.
No, it's a good song if you're into that kind of shit. I just...
No. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's great.
Yeah. If you like, Disney princes and husky baritones.
We owe a big thanks to one group in particular, besides the 92%ers, and that's the Swifties, because the Swifties came out.
1,000%.
I sent out one tweet when it got to 8, and I got like 85 tweets from Swifties across the world saying, "Oh, you think 8's good? We're taking this to number 1," and they did. It's a powerful group. It's a powerful group of people.
Thanks, Taylor. Appreciate you, and thank you to the Swifties. Thank you.
Thank you for those comments. The full album on vinyl is available for pre-order right now. Sales from the album will go toward the Children's Crisis Treatment Center, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, CHOP. And we're also still figuring out other charities to donate this money to. That is one of the other things that we're trying to figure out still. But we do know that we're just trying to make people's holidays a little bit brighter, a little bit more joyful. And we're having fun so far.
Can't wait to hear the rest of the album, man. Some good songs. You went and got some like classic songs in there, like ones that I knew. The Fairytale song, I had no idea that it was even a Christmas song until you brought it to my attention.
You know, I mean, it's I kind of view it as a Christmas song, but I think it's just a love song. But yeah, it's a great tune. Shane McGowan, shout out that motherfucker. The Pogues,
shout out,
unbelievable.
No idea.
We got a lot more like, I don't know if deep cuts is the right word, but like a lot more kind of like cult classic songs where like people that love those songs love them. Last year we were hitting like more just upbeat, happy Christmas stuff. Now we got some songs in here this year
showing off them vocals.
Pretty specific. Oh,
you husky baritone, you.
Well, it's my vocal fry technique. Got that down.
Gonna make it as a wise man. We got some other new news. The Tru Kolors collection launched. That's right. I teamed up with the Chiefs again this year, and came out with a line of just a few Chiefs items. Some a sweatsuit, kind of like a play on a jersey, and or like a baseball warm up. And then like a polo. They're pretty sweet. So you guys,
that's dope.
Yeah, you guys can go and check it out at truecolors.com. And I believe they're being sold in the team store as well in Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm not just saying this. I was actually just talking to Travis about this before the show. I was a big fan when you guys partnered with the Chiefs last year with the products that came out of it, the hoodie and the crew neck. Two of my favorite pieces, although they are Chiefs, so I don't wear them out as much, but they're comfy and the materials are great. I think excited to see what you guys got rolling this year.
Yeah, it's awesome. They do it right. The Chiefs do it right, and I appreciate them for letting me team up with them again because it's always awesome seeing people wear kind of the creations that you come up with. It's fun. That's why I started Tru Kolors, because I have fun doing it.
Well, speaking of creations that you come up with, let's talk about this Wall Street Journal magazine cover. You made more headlines this week when you did an interview with the Wall Street Journal magazine, and you're the December/January cover star.
All right now.
I got to say, big fan of that jacket.
Dude, that jacket is I wanted to just walk out of there in that jacket. It was hot as fuck that day, so I wasn't going to wear it out. But
did you ever see yourself getting on the Wall Street Journal?
No.
Why not?
I just feel like I don't know. I've always looked at the Wall Street Journal like it's like not sports at all.
Yeah.
You know,
or
so I just
entertainment,
never
really. Like Wall Street Journal is pretty much, hey, it's about business.
It's business world, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
It is.
As I've been getting more and more ingrained in the business world, getting into investments and teaming up with different companies. It's been cool. And they did an awesome job with the article. I thought it was cool how they showcased just my love for not only Kansas City, but my love for the people that I have around me. And yeah, it was awesome.
Well, what's the bigger honor? Don't lie. Wall Street Journal magazine cover or sexiest man alive finalist.
Wall Street Journal. You're a finalist.
Yeah, I'm not on the cover. You're on the cover.
You almost made it, though.
It was close. It was close. I mean, just couldn't beat out pretty much anybody. So the topic of retirement also came up in this article. So the only thing that I've really never been open about is the discomfort, the pain, the lingering injuries, the 10 surgeries I've had that I still feel every single surgery to this day, more than anyone could ever imagine.
Yeah.
Listen, this is my game. Don't go stealing my strategy. I am the one who threatens retirement and talk about retirement all the time. That's not your game. Don't steal my move.
I can't. So I just gotta shut up and just keep going. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. What caused you to, I guess, you really haven't talked about it before. This is kind of the first time you've really been, vocal about, I guess, some of the things that make it hard to play into your 30s, mid 30s.
Yeah. And feeling it now more than ever.
That's the way it goes.
And it is what it is, man. The surgeries, they take a toll, man. They take a toll.
They do.
I was fortunate. Unfortunate I got the knee surgery, but once I got back out on the field, I've been fortunate. I haven't had too many problems with that situation since then.
Yeah. I mean, I would say successful surgery.
1,000%.
I mean, you've played how many consecutive snaps for a while? I know you missed a game earlier this year, but outside of that, yeah,
so it worked.
You've been available.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, it's every one of them linger though, and it is what it is.
What bothers you the most?
Man, I don't even know if I want to tell. I want to give this to defenses.
You don't want to give it to defenses?
Yeah,
I'll tell you straight up. I don't care. I mean, it's my hips. If I can get my hips warmed up, I feel like everything else kind of just falls into place. My ankles kind of hurt. My knees hurt. But I feel like if I activate the hips, if I get the glutes turned on, adductors turned on, hip flexors turned on, I'll figure it out.
Well, yeah. I mean, core. If you activate the core, everything else kind of falls into place.
Yeah, wall drills.
I'm with that. You're psycho. Fire them glutes.
All righty. Let's talk about maybe the biggest news from this past week besides the Kelce Family Reunion Game, and that's the Travis Kelce tweets circa 2009 to 2011. Trav,
man,
everybody's a big fan of college Travis Twitter.
Fuck. What's hilarious is that nobody followed me back then, and
I followed you.
No, you didn't.
Back then, I did. When I actually followed people.
There's no way you ever commented or you never tweeted at me or respond or replied to a tweet. You never liked a tweet. Yeah. So you didn't follow me. But I will say that I've been trying to get all those tweets deleted. I've been trying, since I've gotten to the league, I'm like, gosh, I want all those things to get deleted. And sure enough, it came surface level and everybody fucking dove into 2011. What a fucking year that was.
I think we all have tweets that we would love to have deleted. I feel like everybody was talking about it. I mean, Jimmy Fallon did a whole bit. I mean,
it was good.
It's been all over the news. When you go back and read your tweets, what does Travis Kelce think?
I was just using Twitter as a diary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just out here just saying nonsense. I just gave a squirrel a piece of bread and spelled squirrel like a jackass.
I mean, first of all, that's the new spelling for squirrel. I'm only spelling squirrel like that from now on. I don't know why it's spelled the other way. And I did not know they eat bread either. I think this one gets crushed. I think the only reason it's getting crushed is because the spelling. Outside of that, I'd be pretty enjoyed if I'm over here throwing bread around, a squirrel's eating it. I'd be pretty pumped up.
I've made a friend, man. I made a friend.
Nap time.
Nap time's a classic.
Who doesn't love nap time? 12:05 on the dot.
Yeah, 12:05, baby.
12:05.
Little lunchtime nap.
Hey.
Little lunchtime nap.
Time for that power nap, baby. Get 15 in. I'm back up by 12:20.
You already know. All I need is good 15. And this is why I don't tweet anymore, because it's just nonsense.
Up at the Olive Garden with Papa, had to grab the fettuccine with the chicken Alfredo. Schmacking. It's great.
Don't forget the free breadsticks. Olive Garden was one of my favorites. Olive Garden, Red Lobster.
Dude, Cheddar biscuits.
I could go there right now and fuck my stomach up and just absolutely house those cheddar biscuits, little shrimp linguine,
Yeah.
some chicken Alfredo.
What I feel like and this is going to be an interesting thing for us because everything we're doing right now is being documented, right, on this podcast. It's going to be interesting to watch this 10 years from now and see what we think of it. I have a feeling we're going to think of it the same way we think of your tweets right now.
There's no way.
I guarantee it because this is the way stuff happens. Anybody who reads their old tweets, I feel like everybody hates their old tweets. It doesn't matter what it was that you're tweeting. You're like, why did I think that was funny? Or what? Like, I was trying to make a joke.
What was I even fucking doing in some of these tweets?
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to watch New Heights in 10 years and be like, man, I thought I was hilarious and I'm a jamoke. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I'm going to think about it, I feel like. I don't know.
The funniest one is this fucking teacher one, man.
Which one?
This teacher tried to call on me in class. I wasn't paying attention. Well, I was, and I didn't fold under pressure. Dub. I mean, it's a dub. That's a big dub. You call the teacher out. Bow. I don't remember this at all.
Well, it happened.
Yeah. It happened at 7 a.m. too.
7:33 a.m. Yeah, you definitely were not at class at 7:33 a.m.
Why? What made you think I wasn't?
There aren't classes that early in college, are there?
What? 1,000% there are.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Well, it sure made for an enjoyable week in rehashing some old tweets.
Yeah, everybody just torturing me. If nobody torched me for the singing, I got my fix for this one. I was getting lit up left and right. This shit was the best.
Moving on, it's time now to answer a few not dumb questions. That's right, because there's no such thing as dumb questions, just dumb people. No Dumb Questions is brought to you by Accelerator Active Energy Drinks. That's right. Ooh. Accelerator Active Energy is available at Hy-Vee, Quick Trip, and for you active military listeners, you can find it at any Army, Air Force, Navy, or Marine Corps exchange. That's awesome. All right. It's also always available on Amazon, like just about everything else in this world. From YRod13 on Club 92. Since Thanksgiving is around the corner, what is your favorite dish? And what is one that you absolutely hate? Yeah, let's take it one step further and rank the top 5 classic Thanksgiving sides. And let's also throw in some ones that we absolutely can't stand when they're on there, which I feel like there's a bunch. Travis is super picky.
I don't even know what the shit is.
Our Thanksgivings, we've talked about this before. Like, I just vividly, like, it always ended in tears with Travis at the table.
Don't take me back.
And Dad screaming at him. Yeah, we've already talked about it. We'll move on.
I'm thankful.
Eat the food. Be thankful. All right, here we go. My must-haves. We've already talked about this. Mama Kelce dinner rolls. Do yourself a favor. Get some Mama Kelce dinner rolls. Gosh. I'm going green bean casserole.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Corn, not candy corn. Corn. And then there has to be some type of meat. I know everybody says turkey. I think turkey it has to kind of be there. But if I'm not lying, we were always a big pork chop family growing up. And I think pork chops taste better than turkey, if I'm being honest. So
yeah, I'm going ham. I'm going honey baked ham.
Honey baked ham. God damn it, we had that too. Fuck.
Honey baked ham.
I should have chose that. Can I change my? Is it too late to change?
Too late.
Can I change?
You already said fucking whatever pork you chop? Just said. Yeah.
All right, you got me there. Honey baked ham for sure.
The pork chops were solid though.
They were. Yeah, Mom did a good job with those.
I'm going ham first. Got to have honey baked ham. That sugar crust. Maybe throw some pineapples in there.
That was a huge miss by me. We've already been over it. Good job. You nailed it.
It's the best. What else? Dinner rolls. Mama Kelce's dinner rolls always on there. Mac and cheese. Got to have some mac and cheese.
Yeah. I mean, it's
got to have mac and cheese.
I respect it.
I respect it. This is where it gets tricky for me.
Those are like the only 3 that are really that important.
Everything else is just like whatever.
Whatever else you want to put on the table, as long as those 3 are there.
Get some outside of Mama Kelce's dinner rolls. Get some Hawaiian rolls in there.
Well, that's almost like a necessity with the honey baked ham.
100%.
I guess probably our biggest Thanksgiving staple that we absolutely hate growing up, I think we would both absolutely say turkey. I mean, we talked about this last year.
I'm out on stuffing. I'm out on
I like
casseroles,
stuffing.
really.
Yeah, I'm not with you on any of this.
You know what I do like is yams, candy yams. Candy yams. Those are fucking, I mean, you can crack it.
Turkey, and we never had the cranberry sauce with the turkey. For some reason, we didn't do that when we did do it. It's a game changer. I mean, you basically just coat it in sugar, shocker. It ends up being delicious.
I'm out on cranberry sauce.
The other big thing is that we always put it in the oven. Dude, I think I got a deep fry one this year. Have you ever deep fried one?
Look at me. No.
Okay. I don't know what
I've never even cooked. I've never cooked a turkey ever in my life.
I mean, I smoked one year. It was really good too. So a little spatchcock. The first deep fried turkey we ever had was over at the Woodworth's house when we went over there for Thanksgiving. And I just remember how incredibly juicy and delicious it was. So I think I'm going to try and deep fry it and not burn my house down. But it's just everything tastes better deep fried, right?
I mean, yeah. Can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got for you, man. If it's, I mean, ham, mac and cheese, and rolls, that's all I got.
I think pumpkin pie is pretty overrated.
I'm going to
get crushed for it, but I would much rather have pecan pie.
I'm not big on pie anyways. I'm not a pie guy.
I'm with you there. Apple pie, I'm not going to lie.
Great movie, average dessert.
So average. Like the most overrated dessert in the history. Like the only reason I like apple pie is because usually people put a scoop of ice cream with it. Ooh. Outside of that, I want nothing to do with the apple pie. It's usually just it doesn't do anything. Pecan pie though, I'll get down with some pecan pie.
Are you, you're not an apple guy though? Like you don't like apple juice or eat apples?
I love eating apples standard. A little Honey Crisp. I like eating apples. I don't like apple juice. I don't like, applesauce can be pretty good too. That's one of the good things about having kids. You get reintroduced to applesauce. Haven't had applesauce in a minute. Then all of a sudden,
you're like, hey, touching applesauce, dude.
Yeah, you'll find out. Of all the New Heights guests, apart from Ed, Donna, and Kylie, the family staples, who is a must to invite to Thanksgiving of all of our guests that we've had on the show?
Ooh, fucking everybody. I don't.
Yeah,
literally,
you can't go
anybody
wrong.
on here is like, yeah, that's why we asked them to come on the shows because we know we're gonna have a good time talking to you.
I think outside of our teammates and coaches, because I feel like whenever you're on a team with somebody, you kind of become like family.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you that don't know, I guess that's another way to bring Thanksgiving into football. It's very common in football to have Thanksgiving with your teammates and your families, especially in college when you're away from your family. Yeah. A lot of times you partner up with guys that are local and you do Thanksgiving at their house. So I don't know, for the last, I don't know how many years,
like 20
since you've been in college, we've been doing Thanksgiving a lot of the time with our teammates. So I think that's a unique thing that maybe not a lot of people know.
We had our Friendsgiving last week or on Saturday.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
All right. But if I'm going outside of teammates and coaches, number one, I don't even know if this is debatable. Charles Barkley.
Chuck.
I mean, come on now.
You already know it's going to be the best Thanksgiving you've ever had.
Yeah, there's nothing that guy, there's no room that guy cannot entertain.
Yeah. And he'll tell you when the food is ass. He'll tell you when it's the best.
Yeah. He's going to be openly honest with a hint of humor.
He's going to be thankful.
Unless it's bad, then he's going to tell you. I think
he's still going to be thankful though. I can see it.
Yeah, that's fair. Outside of Charles, I mean, after that Julian Edelman episode, I don't know that, dude, he was electric. I think that would be a great one.
Maverick for sure. Give me Rich Eisen, dude.
I think that's a good one.
I missed Rich when he came on the show, so I'm dying to be able to hang out with the big guy. So not only did we have Rich on the show at the Combine when I was there, and that was my first time really meeting him in person. Broadcast boot camp.
I also went to LA and did his show out in LA. And I could have talked to that dude for 24 hours probably. Like it was, he's just got that type of personality. And that's the type of thing you want at Thanksgiving. Who's going to control the table and drive the conversation so that we're not just sitting here munching on some food? What's going to make this an entertaining, invigorating conversation? And I don't know that anybody on this list is going to do that more than Rich Eisen. So I think it's a good pick. That's a solid pick. A solid draft pick for the Thanksgiving of guests from the New Heights shows. So, I think that's a pretty good list. But as we said, we'll take any of them.
Yeah, we'll take everybody. Come on through and be thankful.
That was No Dumb Questions, brought to you by, of course, our friends at Accelerator Active Energy Drink. Before we keep going, we need to shout out our sponsor. That's right, Prize Picks.
Shout out.
Prize Picks is a skill-based, real money daily fantasy sports game, and it's the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports.
And with basketball season now here, you can pick combo projections across football and basketball from the Specials League, a league created specifically for combo projections that include 2 or more players from different sports or leagues.
Prize Picks is really simple to play. You can make your picks and submit your entry in less than 60 seconds.
Damn! Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what makes Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app.
And now for the portion of this ad labeled personal experience to be read by talent outside of Travis and Jason Kelce, because we are active NFL players and cannot participate. But you know who can? That's right.
You know who can.
Our cute-ass intern, Brandon. Hey!
B-Ran.
Alrighty.
Come on
Brandon,
in here,
I
B-Ran.
hope you're ready to give some great advice to our 92%ers. I'm going to
Always.
step outside in the freezing cold, so if you could make this a little bit quicker than
Going
usual.
fast, going fast. Speed
Going quick. Adios, amigos.
What's up, guys? I got the mic now. Had a great week at Prize Picks. Thank you all for coming out to the Philly fan event. Had a great time meeting a lot of you. Thank you for the new jewelry. This week, the Prize Picks advice is very simple. You need to go find the Browns. You need to find the quarterback they're playing against, and you need to go the other way on all of those stats. It's a pretty consistent winner for me, but by all means, make your own picks. There's a lot of good options on the page. Rushing touchdowns. You've got rushing, passing, touchdown combos. By now, you guys know the drill. So I'm going to get out of here. Let's see if my whistle gets Travis. Got him. Nailed him.
It's pretty good there, bud.
The whistle?
I learned the whistle. I've learned the whistle. Nailed it.
Pretty good.
Alrighty.
Well, hopefully Brandon did you guys right. Not only this week, but last week. We don't really know if he's any good, but Prize Picks keeps
Personally, I
asking him to
wouldn't
do
really
it,
listen.
so he must be doing something. If you want to get into daily fantasy this season, go to prizepicks.com/New Heights and use the code, you guessed it, New Heights, for a first deposit match up to $100.
That's prizepicks.com/New Heights. Code New Heights for daily fantasy sports made easy. State Farm. All right, let's shout out one of our sponsors, State Farm. State Farm helps you score an affordable price when you bundle home and auto insurance with the Personal Price Plan.
The Personal Price Plan lets you call the plays, so you can choose the home and auto insurance coverage that fits your needs at a price you can afford.
And bundling home and auto? Oh, well, that's a pro move and just another way to save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan.
So talk to a State Farm agent today and learn how you can bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts, and savings and eligibility vary by state.
All right, now.
Let's get to some bold topics now. Moving on to wrap up our game from this past week, as well as what happened throughout the NFL in Week 11. Eagles Chiefs, Kelce Family Reunion Game ends. Eagles 21, Chiefs 17 on Monday Night Football.
Man, feels like just the defenses out here just have a clue this year, man.
Yeah, man. It's kind of been the story of the league, it feels like, for this season.
Yeah, no, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, right? It's not just us, the Chiefs. We've struggled in the second half in a few different games. I don't think we've put up very many points in the second half, and it's been a focal point. We know this, and we have been definitely focusing on trying to be better and trying to put up points, especially to help our defense out, because our defense is playing fucking fantastic. It's a weird season, seeing, I don't know, a lot of the big offenses in the league kind of get held to under 20 points or under 3 scores.
Yeah. It's the defenses have been lights out, and it wasn't any different this past week. I mean, we knew coming in that Spags was doing some outstanding things as a defensive coordinator. That team plays together. Your team on defense plays together as a unit just about as good as anybody. I mean, it's impressive watching it when you're not playing in, and it's impressive being out there. And it also wasn't made easier being at Arrowhead. I mean,
Dude, that
You
game
know
was
as well as anybody.
rocking.
Dude, Spags is going to mix up looks. He's going to give you everything he can to throw you off. Either stemming the front, spiking guys, blitzing overload from the boundary, blitzing overload from the field, blitzing single backers, zero blitz, different formations. He's going to try and mix it up as much as possible. And when you're on the road and it's as loud as it is at Arrowhead, you forget how hard it is to communicate all that stuff.
Communicate, yeah.
On silent cadence, guards are looking back. You're trying to make sure everybody's on the same page. And I'm not going to lie, that threw us off big time in the first half. I mean, majorly. And that starts with me. You know, it's me and Jalen that control the communication of it. It's my job to make sure that everything is as clear as possible for all the guys I'm playing next to.
Yeah.
And we didn't do a good job of that in the first half at all. We did a much better job communicating in the second half. That was the main emphasis going into halftime was, dude, we got to get this cleaned up.
Well, you guys did. You guys got it cleaned up. And for us, I mean, I kind of talked about the second half points and not being able to help our defense out. It's just obviously my turnovers are killing us. Penalties are absolutely killing us. I had one of both. I had a holding penalty and a drop and a fumble. It was it's just I'm not playing my best football right now, man, and it's pissing me off every fucking time I go out there. But as a unit, we're still together, and that's all that fucking matters. Nobody's pointing fingers. Nobody's, guys are getting fired up because guys want to be successful. I'm one of them. But we're still a tight knit group. You know what I mean? And as long as you got that, you got a fighting chance, man. And we're 7-3. Still one of the, I feel like we still control our destiny with the teams that we play in terms of getting the 1 seed. And we're just going to keep coming to work every day, man. And to Chiefs Kingdom, sorry that we didn't show our best football out there in the second half specifically. But I'll tell you what, man, you got a lot of guys in that locker room that give a damn, and we'll get it fixed.
Outside of the Denver game, which is probably your guys' worst performance to date, I mean, the other 2 losses, including our loss, you guys have the ability to look at that game and say, like, listen, we are a big reason that we lost the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reality of it. Turnovers in the red zone, drop passes. There were plenty of opportunities for both teams to win the game throughout the game. And it was sloppy on both sides. Both offenses, I think, did not operate. We certainly didn't operate at the level that we wanted to. You guys dang sure didn't. The ball didn't fall your way at the end of the game. But hey, 7-3, knowing Andy Reid, the quarterback you guys have, the way the defense is playing, it's only a matter of time before you guys are clicking on all cylinders like you have been in the past.
Yeah, we got to get this thing clicking.
As long as there are things that are within our control that we could have done to win the game, we can get that fixed.
Yeah.
And
you just got to have the right mentality coming into work, man. That's all.
No doubt.
And I could definitely be better as a teammate on the sidelines, trying to be a leader and things like that. And also, being accountable when my number's called.
Yeah.
Just got to be better, man. It's a frustrating game, but we did run the ball well in the first half. But really the majority of the game, our running backs were getting downhill. Our O-line was playing great. And that's a hell of a defense to be able to run the ball on.
I mean, you guys are the first defense that's done it, or the first offense that's done it.
And it's things like that you could take away from the game and know, like, all right, this is what we're capable of doing. And have some pride have some pride with that, and keep that train rolling, all while getting all the other things fixed and corrected, man.
Well, let's start with the pregame. We had the pregame fits we got to talk about.
Not right now. Eagles tweeted a video of Jason here getting on the plane to KC, and it looks like one of the rookies got you right. What's your Popeyes order?
So my Popeyes order, if I'm just standard going to Popeyes, is a 3-piece, dark meat only, red beans and rice. That's like my go-to.
You go red beans and rice?
I love red beans and rice from Popeyes. It's so good.
On the plane?
So on the plane, I don't do, it's too much like with the chicken grease. So on the plane, I do chicken tenders, but I still prefer like the whole fried, like dark meat only chicken from Popeyes. I think it tastes better. It's just too messy.
You go spicy or regular?
I'll go either. I mean, I don't usually even specify, to be honest with you. I do like spicy, but I'll eat regular.
Not right now.
But this one was a little bit. So the Eagles have been starting to put Popeyes on the plane, but we still have our rookie Tyler Steen. Shout out to Tyler Steen, getting the Popeyes for all the guys for the away games.
Being a good rook, man. That's a good rook right there. It's a good rook. It's good teammates, man.
That's right. That's right.
Good teammates. You got guys going above and beyond.
So we had plenty of Popeyes. We had a lot of Popeyes on that plane.
All right now. I believe we go Chick-fil-A.
So Sunday was the travel day.
Sunday.
So we couldn't do Chick-fil-A. They still are being archaic. What are we doing, guys? Open your goddamn doors.
Well, outside of your Popeyes, your fit was amazing. You wore your Letterman's jacket, your Cleveland Heights Letterman's jacket, and flip-flops, thong sandals.
Yeah, I wear flip-flops all the time. I don't even know why this is newsworthy. It's my go-to.
Get right between them toes.
Yeah. I don't like bending down to put socks on. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Bending down to put socks on.
It's easier to just slide them puppies on and head out the door. I am outside for a maximum, like with those sandals, of, I don't know, 10 seconds. So like people are like, how could you survive out there in the cold? Lady, I was at a hotel. I walked into a bus. Like, do you think I'm like trekking through the city of Kansas City in flip-flops? No, if I was doing that, I wouldn't wear flip-flops. I just think it's ridiculous.
So you didn't even pack a pair of shoes?
No, I'm not packing. I pack light. I get toiletry bag.
We talked about this.
Some shorts to sleep in.
This shit's hilarious, man. Dude's got a Letterman's jacket, sandals, and a Louis bag. This is good shit.
I'm just surprised that Letterman jacket still fit. I mean, it's a good fit.
Yeah, no, it's a sweet jacket, dude. It's nice and broken in. The H on there is fucking classic. I wish I would have got one of those when I was there.
You opted for the class ring.
Class ring.
Had to choose in the Kelce household.
Yeah, you don't get everything, but you get
chose some bling.
I did.
Shocker.
Still got it too, baby.
Do you?
Still got it. Yeah, for sure.
I'd love to see that.
Ooh.
What color is it? Gold?
No, it is not gold. It's silver. It's a silver Heights class ring.
That is one. I like gold so much more than silver or platinum or whatever. Like,
yeah, I fucks with
Super
it
Bowl
all.
rings. We need to go back to gold Super Bowl rings. I think it's just better.
I think we had gold ones.
You guys did?
Mm-hmm.
I'm jealous.
Allison Ricard on Instagram commented on the photo of Jason wearing the jacket, and she said, "How on earth did Jason know where his high school Letterman jacket was and not his Super Bowl ring?"
Well, I wear my Super Bowl ring places, and when I wear it places, I just kind of throw it in a glove compartment or drawer. Yeah, a sock.
That he doesn't wear.
Yep.
He doesn't wear socks. But
my
he
jacket
uses
is
them.
hung up I haven't worn it in a while, so I knew exactly where that sucker was. And it's probably lost right now because I probably just threw it on the floor, so it's somewhere around there. Yeah.
Classic.
Trav, you went with the Dallas Texans varsity jacket.
Yeah. It was Letterman jacket day, man.
Yeah.
My guy, HC the Great, Harry Clark, had a themed game, knowing that it was a family reunion game. So everybody that showed up to the suite had a Letterman's jacket on, man. It was dope. I got a picture somewhere. We ended up taking pictures somewhere.
I don't know how many Heights guys, and I was the only guy in the Heights. I thought when Harry told me that everybody's wearing Letterman's jackets, it was going to be like all Heights Letterman's jackets. There wasn't one Heights Letterman jacket.
You're the only one that has it. That's why.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody else got a Letterman jacket. It's classy, dude. I wish I would have got one now. Fuck. But this this Dallas Texans, if for those of you that are wondering why I have the state of Texas on my shirt, on my jacket.
A little history lesson here.
Yeah, the Chiefs used to be in Dallas, and Lamar Hunt, the father of our current owner, Clark Hunt, is known for bringing football to Dallas. He tried to create an NFL team in Dallas, and the NFL said, we don't think football is going to work down there in Dallas. And he was like, I think it's going to work right here. So he created the Dallas Texans. And once they found out that what he created, not only that team, but he created the AFL, which was, I believe, probably rivaled the NFL a little bit, to the point where the NFL and AFL merged, and that's where you get the AFC and NFC conferences. But when the NFL came in and merged, they also said, yeah, we're gonna put a football team in Dallas. So Lamar took his talents to the Midwest and created the Kansas City Chiefs. Little history there for you.
Nice little throwback, though.
Yeah, but classic jacket. I think I got that from Barry Rubes, man.
B. Rubes, how's he? Have you talked to him at all?
I think my guy Rubes is my guy, man. We're both collectors, vintage collectors, man. And I've seen Rubes pop his head into the facility once or twice. Got to sign a jersey for him, man. One of my favorite dudes ever, man. Told him how much I loved him and appreciated him.
Gosh,
people don't realize how much you really create a family once you're in a building long enough, man.
You know, there's a lot of different reasons why people in a building bring value to an organization. And obviously everybody's hired to do a job. But I think when you truly have good employees or good coaches or staff members, they're people that get the most out of other people. They're people that bring people together. Barry, by far, nobody ever didn't enjoy talking to Barry Rubin.
Yeah, Barry Rubes.
And I think that he had a way of connecting with guys and making people excited and happy when they were in the weight room, on top of being a great strength coach. And we sure as heck missed him the moment he left Philadelphia. And I know that, he was a big reason for all the success and the environment that you guys have been able to build over there at KC. So, yeah, man, love me some Barry Rubes. Congratulations on retirement.
Everybody loves a little Barry Rubes. I think he was the one that gave that to me. And if he isn't,
very cool.
It's been fun reminiscing about Barry Rubes on here.
No doubt.
So he's gifted me a few different vintage items and collector's items. So if I got it mixed up, but he's the man regardless.
Yeah, regardless.
All right, now
we need to shout out one of our sponsors that you probably see us drinking all the time during the show, and that's our favorite, Accelerator Active Energy Drink.
If you've been looking for something with zero sugar that gives you sustained energy, gets the metabolism going, and gives you the enhanced focus you need to record a podcast, you got to check out Accelerator Active Energy. Jason, what flavor are you over there smacking on?
Rocking a little Peach Paradise.
I got a little cherry limeade and some Rocket Pop cracking over here.
A little Peach Paradise.
A little afternoon, 250 milligrams of caffeine. Natural caffeine, no added sugars.
Accelerator Active Energy is available at Hy-Vee, Quick Trip, and for you active military listeners, you can find it at the Army, Air Force, Navy, or Marine Corps Exchange. And of course, like everything else these days, it's always available on Amazon. The holidays are here.
Yes, they are.
Yep. And our sponsor, Tru Classic, is ready for it. It's time to break out my favorite jeans, t-shirts, and sweaters from Tru Classic.
Damn, I didn't even know you had favorite clothing items. Speaking of the holidays, 92%ers, the Tru Classics ultra comfortable, perfect fitting essentials make for the perfect gift for the guys on your shopping list this year.
And right now, for a limited time this November, they're giving our listeners a special Black Friday deal all month long, baby. Up to 60% off site-wide at trueclassic.com/new heights.
Tru Classic completely re-engineered how t-shirts fit. They're tighter around the arms, chest, and shoulders, but have a looser fit in the torso.
That sounds like a great shirt. I hope they patented that. Plus, when it comes to sweatshirts, their hoodies and crews will become your go-to for casual Fridays, game days, and trips to the gym.
So if you're ready to upgrade your closet, shop now with our exclusive link at trueclassic.com/new heights and save up to 60% off site-wide during their November holiday sale.
End the year with holiday cheer, thanks to Tru Classic.
So let's get back to some of this game. Now that we talked about those pregame fits. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, man. It is fun watching DeAndre Swift run the football, even if it's going against you, man. That guy can play some ball.
Dude.
He was out there hitting spin moves and flying around, man.
We've been a little quiet on the ground the last few weeks, and I think Swift was due for a big game, and he had a couple cuts out in the open field. The one jet sweep where he took it and then he bounced it back inside. I'm like, dude, how did he see that?
It's crazy, man. It was fun watching him. It was also fun watching Kadarius Toney.
Hey,
he was snapping. He was a few of those punt returns. I thought he was
close.
He was like one or two tackles or one or two broken tackles away from taking one to the crib or two to the crib.
Yeah,
getting that guy the ball, man. I feel like he's such a weapon, and he's so confident with the ball in his hands, and he sees the field so well, man. I just feel like we can never get him the ball enough, you know?
Yeah, sure.
He was absolutely killing it in terms of field position for special teams. Yeah, I don't know, man. What all happened that game? I forget.
Yeah, well, I guess we both started off with 3 and out drives. Defenses coming up big. Then you guys jump up to a 7-point lead. We tied it up shortly thereafter. Yeah, I don't know. It was a back and forth game all day.
Yeah, well, the drive to tie it up, you're doing something on this clip right here. It looks like you're yelling at somebody, or at least communicating, trying to communicate as the stadium's going nuts. What happened here? So
this was just a play that had a kill on, and for the defense that was being presented, it was hey, let's get to the other play. But I had a good feeling that the backers are bluffing. Yeah. And that they were going to pop out, and that we should keep the other one on. It's a better play if they are bluffing. So that's one right there where I think Jalen trusts me to be able to tell him, hey, I don't think this is happening right here. We can get in. I think we should leave this one on. And that's more in run plays like this. I don't get involved with anything outside of that. But I think there's one thing that they Jalen and I have a good relationship with, is trying to figure out what's the best run to get into. But I will say, it worked out in this clip. It doesn't work out later. We had a 3rd down where I wanted to get to another draw, and I was trying to communicate that. This was not the environment to do this in. You know what I mean? When you're in a loud environment, hey, let's just run the play. Both of those plays are going to be fine as long as everybody's on the same page. So this one worked out. Later in the drive, we got a 3rd down stop because I tried to do it again, and it was not the right thing to do. I should have just shut the heck up and done my job, and it ended up costing us a pretty big play. And, at the end of the day, it's more important that we're all on the same page. And I think with how loud it was, it just wasn't viable to have a back and forth at the line of scrimmage the way you can when you're at home or a quieter stadium. You're not going to be able to do that. So I think that was largely, a lot of the issues we had, especially in the first half. I did a much better job of realizing in the second half, being like, all right, I'm done doing any of this crap. I'm just going to communicate to guys, talk to guys in the huddle, overstate communication, let guys know exactly what's happening. We're done doing any tricky things. Let's just go out there and play. Yeah.
Perhaps you want to hit on your touchdown?
I scored. I did score.
I'm not going to lie. I forgot about that too. Well done.
Thanks. That's about the only good thing I fucking did all night.
Tied 7-7, and second quarter comes around, and who shows up for the Chiefs but the Big Yeti?
Who shows up? Yeah.
Getting in the end zone.
Got some help from MVS. Marquez ran a little.
Valdez, yeah.
Yeah. Ran a little stick route. Everybody calls it interference or whatever you want, a pick play or whatnot. And, it was a walk-in. I mean, he's the best at doing running that play and getting guys open. So thanks, MVS, for letting me actually do something positive in the game.
Team game. Yeah. Yeah. Pat said in his post-game interview, you were once again double and triple teamed a lot this game. Is this pretty much the norm?
You can say double teamed and triple teamed. Teams are playing that when they do go man coverage. There's sometimes where it's like a bracket coverage, like two guys. I can see two guys focusing on my route.
Like,
you know what I mean?
One's got your outside and one has your inside.
Typically,
I think when you're thinking of a double team, that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah,
right.
That's a pure double team. There's also times where they're just running man hole, and the inside hole defender is just.
And because you're an inside
crosses.
Player, you end up kind of getting doubled.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying. It's more the structure of where you're at in the field that it turns into a double rather than a designed double.
Yeah, and then sometimes in zone coverages, you'll see just guys very aware of where I'm at. So it'll look like I'm getting triple teamed, but in reality, guys are just kind of like closing the space so that I can't just maneuver around. So
it's like us when we're playing against good D linemen.
It's not necessarily three guys It's like you walk up to the line, you got a guy inside, outside, and a guy right over top of you, and everybody's just staring at you. It's kind of just like, I don't know, teams are doing a good job of IDing where I'm at.
That's what it is. It's attention. I think that, and that's not new. Teams have been applying attention to Travis Kelce for a long time. For us, when we're playing a great D lineman, even when you're not sliding to the guy, you still are aware that your body presence can be a factor, right? A tackle kicking can help a guard setting a 3 technique by not getting width. Now, if that defensive end is a great player, sometimes the tackle's like, hey, I got to get some width because I got to block this guy over here. But I think all of these things, you just are more aware where somebody's at. And I imagine it's probably the same thing as you're talking about with the zone coverage or with the whole guy. They know where 87, they know where the big Yeti's at. Do you think it's happening more this year than it has in years past, though? Is that fair, or do you even want to say that? If you don't want to.
I mean, teams have been doing this for a few years. It is what it is. I would say
I feel like every time you play New England, it's
a little bit
like
more
this.
magnified this year, maybe. For other reasons, but for the most part, it was man-to-man with Byard, and Kevin was doing a great job, man. He was doing a great job. He's a hell of a player. Speaking
of Byard, got his first pick as a Philadelphia Eagle. A huge interception down in the red zone. That was a big one for us, obviously. But we didn't capitalize on it. I mean, it kept points off the board, which is great. But we went right back, and I think we gave the ball right back with an interception. So kind of the day it was for both offenses a little bit. Chris Jones, I think that's the first sack it was a designed run, so it wasn't. I don't know if that's technically a sack. I don't know how that gets counted.
Yeah, if you tackle the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage, I think it counts as a sack.
Well, screw me then. Yeah, run a draw play. Chris got me. Beat me across my face. I tried to pin him and force the ball. Bad strategy. Should have just took the big man where he was going, and that would have worked out a lot better for me. But Chris got me on that one. Yeah, Jalen was sacked 5 times in the first half, and a lot of them, I mean, the 2-minute drill that we had towards the end of the first half, a lot of that's just communication. And that's why it's frustrating. It's like, dude, it's just a nickel edge. We got to know that we're going out to it, or we got to communicate and make sure everybody's on the same page. Again, I'm going to keep harping on it because it was a major deal for us. And I'm happy that we responded to it, but we got to be much better when we're in these types of environments. I don't know that anything's going to be quite like that, but
before the first half was over with, we got to show this clip of the rookie Jalen Carter, man, trying to get a pick on a spike. I've never seen this. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty.
He almost got it.
It's pretty good thinking.
He tried this in practice one time.
How'd you feel about it?
I mean, dude, I don't know what I would do if somebody did it in a game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how I would respond. Like, I wonder what's going through Creed's head. Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
I'm going to have to ask him.
Yeah.
Get back to you. That's,
but, I mean,
that's some good shit.
It's creative.
It wasn't close, but it was.
No, it definitely wasn't, but I mean, it was close. It wasn't close to being caught. It was close to being tipped. Isn't there like a clip of somebody clocking it and hitting somebody's shoe and it like bouncing up and somebody getting a turnover off of that?
No way.
I'm pretty sure there's a clip of that somewhere. But that's what this reminded me of.
That'd be fucking, dude. You want to talk about, because you're only clocking it to save time because you're trying to score. You're trying to like come back. So to turn the ball over on a clock it like that,
be bad. Yeah, Jalen was asked about this play after the game and said he got the idea from the internet. Apparently, he saw a high school kid do it on YouTube.
Ooh,
no clip of that. So I don't know where he got that video. But yeah, Eagles allowed 121 rushing yards in the first half, which I think is particularly notable. I don't think we were averaging, I'm pretty sure, less than 60 yards on the ground as a defense. We were the number 1 rushing defense in the NFL up until this game.
Yeah, that was a challenge.
The KC offensive line and Isaiah Pacheco answered the bell. I mean, I love watching him run. I'm not going to lie. I hated watching it this past Monday, but I mean, he just runs with such aggression and like assertiveness. You know what I mean? It's a fun to watch him play. Really fun to watch him play. And
Pop he's a fucking just an awesome guy, man. Energy all the time. He runs like that in practice. When we're not actually, the offense is on the field, he's on the sidelines dancing, having a good time. Just that energy, just a giant ball of energy. The guy just fucking brings it, man. That was a challenge. That was a challenge presented by the coaches to the offense to be able to get this run game going against, like you said, the best run defense in the league. And that was kind of our note at halftime too, is to keep that going, keep that thing going, and because it was keeping you guys off the field for the biggest part.
Dude, I didn't realize how few possessions we had in the first half. I went back watching the tape on the plane with Cam Jurgens, and I'm like, dude, that first half ended so fast. We had the one drive and then a bunch of 3-and-outs pretty much. Like it was, I don't know, maybe we got the ball 4 times. It was not, you guys did a great job of controlling the clock in the first half. No question about it.
Well, that was our thought going into the second half. You guys kind of bowed up on the on the running, on the run game, at least for your defense, and got the run game going yourself with DeAndre Swift.
We did. And the other thing that I think, you shouted out Tony on the punt returns a little bit. I got to shout. I mean, Britton Covey has been one of the most underrated parts of our dude.
He was flying around, man.
He makes good decisions back there, and he gets positive yards. And
that's all you need. That's all you need back there.
That's a big thing.
Positive, man.
Yeah,
just
don't
stealing
make something
5 to 10 yards. Yeah, I know, right? If
huge.
You can steal 5 to 10 yards, that shit's huge.
And he had a big one that in the third quarter that set up our, I think, second scoring drive, or a second touchdown, where he had a 27-yard punt return. But he's been great all year. He's been, honestly, he's made a lot of plays and set us up in a lot of good situations as an offense. And it's been, it makes it so much easier. And you enter the field with a little bit more just like confidence when somebody does something like that. You know what I mean? The momentum feels a little bit better. And we were struggling on offense, and Britton getting that punt return really gave us some confidence to go out there and get a touchdown. So shout out to Britton.
Yeah. And then fourth quarter came around. I gave you that late birthday present, and shout out to Roby, man. I played him a lot, man. He got me on that one, man. I thought I had that ball fucking high and tight, and I did not. I don't
know. It didn't look like you had it. I'm not just saying this because I think Roby, I mean, he got a really clean shot at it.
1,000%.
Like, I don't know that it wasn't that held. I think he just really, I don't know. I don't know shit about ball security. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like he had a good hold on it.
I had a great hold on it. I was wrapping it with my other arm, and he just fucking, he hit it out.
And he just hit it clean. It was just like a perfect punch.
I was thinking more, I don't know, get down, and he caught me slipping, man, and I fucked over our team.
This is something that I guess we actually focus on this, and I'd be curious to know if you guys focus on this too. Do you guys, when you're going down, Nick talks about this all the time, it's like the highest chance of a fumble is either going down or getting up off the ground.
Definitely practice that, and it's definitely something we talk about. Yeah, 100%. You have to. I mean, when you see and you look at fumbles throughout the league, like I just had,
it happens so frequently. I don't know, until Nick really started pointing that out. I guess I had never really noticed it, but that's something that he's always harping on. And
which is the worst when you harp on it and you talk about it all the time, and then you go out there and do it.
But I mean, you had the clasp hand. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I got you. I know but yeah, I hear you. I mean, we got the ball back after that. We had another turnover after that fumble, right?
I don't think it was a turnover.
We got the ball.
You didn't score on that.
We did not score. You guys got the ball back. And I think did you guys score after that?
No, we didn't score at all after that. We didn't score in the second half, Jason.
God damn, you guys had all 17 points in the first half. I'm an idiot. All right, cool.
We haven't scored in the second half in, I think, 4 or 5 games.
Well,
should probably fix that.
What do you think
starts with my
are the
dumb
reasons
ass holding on to the fucking ball, huh?
What do you think are the reasons for the second half struggles?
Turnovers, fucking penalties. I mean, it's the same shit. Turnovers and penalties. It kills you.
I'll let you know. I think us on the sideline, the moment Pat gets the ball back, we're thinking, the worst. This guy's been the best second half quarterback over the last, 7 years, right? I mean, he's like Mr. 2-minute comeback from behind QB. And it's like, I don't know. It's very interesting that you guys are struggling and something that you've probably been the best in the league at over the last.
I mean, it's not just one guy here or there. I mean, everybody can harp on MVS and the deep ball that he was tracking. You can harp on that. You can harp on my fumble. You can harp on, penalties here and there. It's focus and coming together and playing as a team, man. Everybody's kind of getting a piece of not being accountable right now, and we just gotta keep growing. I think it sucks when you lose, and it feels like the fucking season's over with when you lose, especially when you lose in the fashion that we have this year. But we know we got a great fucking team, man. And sometimes you need to go through these growing pains. I mean, I've been a part of teams where we've been a part of some ugly losses, and that's changed our perspective and changed our demeanor and how we approach the days and how we handle situations in the future. And that's how you learn in life, man. That's a life lesson right there. Being able to, correct the things that need to be corrected. And that's where we're at right now. And I said it a million times already since we've been on this fucking broadcast, or whatever this is. Is this a broadcast? We got a lot of guys that care about the outcome. So we'll be back in the building tomorrow figuring it out.
No doubt about that. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think obviously the last thing that really happened was the big throw from Jalen to Devontae, which was really our biggest play through the air all night.
Yeah. I knew it was something that was too good to be true that Jalen hadn't thrown a touchdown or got the weapons in the pass game going. Yeah. And sure enough, at the right time, you guys were able to put one together.
Yeah, man. I'm not going to lie. First time beating you guys, I was hoping it was going to feel better, but knowing how poorly we played offensively, it felt bittersweet. Really did. It was like, man, I don't know. We didn't go out there and really take care of business the way we wanted to. I know you guys don't feel that you did it. I don't know. Felt weird after the game, if I'm being honest.
It's the NFL this season, man. It's been weird like that all fucking year for a lot of teams. Yeah. And a lot of games. But that's why it's any given Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. So keep this thing fucking moving, man, because it doesn't sound like either one of us really want to talk about that shit anymore.
Yeah. Let's pick it up. LeBron's stat of the game. Jalen Hurts registered his 10th game with multiple rushing scores, tying Cam Newton for the most career games with 2 or more rushing touchdowns scored by a quarterback.
That's a LeBron stat right there.
That is a LeBron stat. That's very much a LeBron stat. Well, the last bit that we're going to talk about with this game before we move on to player insights around the NFL is per Adam Schefter, ESPN's presentation of the Super Bowl 57 rematch, which I refuse to call it that, between the Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs, was the most watched Monday Night Football game in 27 years. Drawing more than 29 million viewers.
Awesome. Got the audience playing your worst in front of everybody. It's the best. It's another Buns record. Travis Kelce, ladies and gentlemen. Just add it to the fucking Buns list.
Stop. The audience of 29 million viewers, 21,000, is the television franchise's best since the Green Bay at Dallas game in 1996. When 31.5 million watched. The new mark spans more than 450 games in the entire ESPN era of Monday Night Football. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty dope.
Not right now. It's cool. It's real cool. Shout out to ESPN. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Adam.
It's time to shout out one of our sponsors. That's right. One of our awesome sponsors we've talked to you guys about before, and that's the new Experian Smart Money Debit Card and Digital Checking Account.
Thanksgiving is coming up, 92%ers, and you know what that means. Family, food, and football. Which everybody knows are our favorite things. And everybody knows that right after Thanksgiving, we're all thinking about one thing.
Leftovers?
Maybe.
Eagles, Bills, Chiefs, Raiders?
Holiday shopping, Jason.
Yes.
Come on now. It's Black Friday.
That works too. You can use your Experian Smart Money Debit Card to take full advantage of Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping deals this holiday season.
You know what you're getting, Kylie, or the girls yet?
I actually already have Kylie's gift, and I think she's seen it 15 times because she helps me organize my entire closet, so I don't know where to hide it. But it's good. It's really good.
Hide it wherever you hid your ring.
The outside of the box gives away what the theme of the present is, but she doesn't know exactly fully how cool the item is inside of it, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh, nice. All right. Okay. See you.
And the girls are easy. You get Dino Ranch or Bluey, and it's, they'll be like, oh my God!
And for all the 92%ers out there who haven't already signed up, you can get started with your Experian Smart Money account in minutes.
And once you fund your account, you can use your virtual debit card right away.
To get your Experian Smart Money debit card and digital checking account, go to Experian.com/Kelce.
Experian is not a bank. Experian Boost results will vary. See terms at Experian.com/legal. If you know one thing about this show, is that on occasion, there's a giant dog walking behind me. He's hairy, he's handsome, and of course, he's hungry. And when he's hungry, there's only one thing that I feed him, and that's the farmer's dog.
All right, now the farmer's dog makes and delivers fresh, healthy dog food and is developed by the vets, nutritionally balanced and made from real, healthy ingredients to even human food safety standards.
And my wife prefers that they eat this over the Gophers in the backyard. It's the best option for dogs at all stages of life because it's not kibble, it's not canned goo, it's just real healthy food.
They also send the food pre-portioned specifically for your dog based on their unique nutritional needs. So get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/newheights. Plus, you get free shipping.
Just go to thefarmersdog.com/newheights to get 50% off. That's thefarmersdog.com/newheights. All right, here we go. Let's bit the joy up. A little happiness. There we go. All right. Player insights on NFL storylines. Trav, what happened around week 11? What do we got?
First thing I really recognized, I was watching the Browns game. Browns took down the Steelers 13-10 with their new rookie quarterback.
How about that?
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
And this is their
DTR.
third
I actually
quarterback
saw DTR play in college at UCLA. UCLA was playing Cincinnati. Cincinnati went in there and got that dub back when Fickle was the coach. And it was an awesome time. I remember watching that game and having a fucking blast doing it.
Nice.
You could tell back then DTR was a problem. More importantly, in the third quarter, on a 4th-and-1 play, the Steelers ran a QB sneak with Kenny Pickett. Lost his helmet.
That's never good.
No, it's not, especially when you're playing Myles Garrett. Because Myles Garrett he's known for using helmets, other guys' helmets as weapons.
This clip is great. I don't know who the offensive lineman is for the Steelers.
He immediately was like, no.
He's like, no. You got to get that back.
You're not about to beat this quarterback's ass. Ironically, it was against the Steelers. And those of you that remember what Myles Garrett did.
Who knows what actually happened down there on that field, but the optics were vicious. We do know that.
Fucking electric.
Trav, you got a little former teammate action coming around at you. Alex Smith was talking about you.
Hey,
I don't know if your
Smitty.
ears perked up, but
It's my
your
guy
former
right there.
quarterback, Alex Smith, had some very nice things to say about Travis Kelce on Sirius XM NFL radio. He doesn't think you could have gone to a better place than with Andy Reid, and also called you the greatest receiving tight end of all time.
All right, now. Appreciate it. He's played some good ones, too.
He also brought up something you've talked about before, something Pat has said in interviews. You like to get creative. You're kind of got to be on your toes playing quarterback with you. Nick Foles has also said something very similar to me when he came to Philadelphia after he was with you for a stint in KC. He praised your creativity, your improvisational skills on the field, describing you as someone who never runs the line on the paper, but is always open. Look at some of these routes. I'm sure any fan has seen them. Some of them look horrible. There were times, I guess that's a compliment. There were times when he was supposed to break out and he doesn't, but he's open and he made the right decision. I think these are compliments.
Thanks, Alex. No, they are 100%. If you know how I am in the building, these are all comments. I don't know. I think it's more convenient when you do something to get open than to maybe run a line that's on the paper that'll get recognized. You know what I mean? And that's kind of just, and don't get me wrong, I'm not always running my own route. Maybe even this past game, I should do what I should be doing, and that's just running Andy Reid's offense instead of trying to, because I can get into a mode where I try and do too much, thinking that I got to be fucking Superman and help Pat out back there. When in reality, Andy Reid's offense is one of the best offenses ever known to man, and it works pretty goddamn good. Those lines on the paper work pretty damn good.
They're on the paper for a reason.
Exactly. So I don't know. Maybe I need to get back to doing some of that and get back to just being a Coach Reed product, man, instead of trying to do my own thing out there all the time.
I think this is the constant battle that guys that do this are always fighting of, like, it's defensive players, just like offensive players, see patterns and they recognize things and they get used to seeing those things. And sometimes when you're running concepts that you've done a bunch out of certain formations, and when you run here, that safety knows to pass it off and he knows something's coming right back where that just was. And I think, I like using JJ Watt as an example, because JJ, when he was in Houston, he was unpredictable.
Backdoor.
He would backdoor you. He would shoot the gap. He would go right down the middle of you. And as an offensive lineman, especially if you're singled up, like, that's a very uneasy feeling. I don't know what to do with this guy right now. Like, and you can't, it's almost like you can't be right.
Yeah.
And no, you got to be good. Every player needs to start off doing the line on the paper. No question about it.
That's where it starts from.
Once you get to the level, though, where you understand the coverages, you understand the concepts, you understand what is trying to be accomplished and what your job really is on the play, that helps you to do what Alex is talking about right here, where you can then, hey, I know that this might not be on the paper, but I know that it's not going to affect the concept. And I know that it's going to make me open in an opportunity for the quarterback to get the ball to somebody who is open.
Yeah.
And I think that it's the same thing. That's what the next step, I think, of being a football player is. Everybody can't be out there doing their own thing, but when you're doing it in ways that are tactful and thoughtful, and you're good at it, I don't think any coach wants to take that away from a guy who's really good at it, personally.
I hear you.
I have heard this from multiple people, that this is one of your biggest strengths, and it has been throughout your career. So I think I don't think you should stop doing it.
When I'm doing it too much, that's when it starts to hurt the situation.
Yes.
So
yes,
always trying to be creative, but at the same time, just do my fucking job and not fuck it up.
Yeah, I guess. I hear what you're saying.
But thank you, Alex. I appreciate you always showing love. This just brought that topic up at the wrong time, I guess. I got a chance to sit down with him, and it was fun. It was fun just reminiscing about some of the years that we were playing. I know the first year that we played, we didn't start off very hot, but we ended up going on a run mid-season. I caught my first touchdown against the Dolphins. And he looked at me and said, "Do you remember the play?" I was like, "Are you kidding me? Wide shallow, baby.
Yeah.
Just let me run away from somebody, man." And sure enough, we ran wide shallow cross a million times that year. I had to have had
man coverage.
I had to have had, I think I had 800 yards that year. And I like 700 of it was wide shallow. And I was just out there just flying around, and Smitty was just getting me the ball real early.
Is that what you want? And why shallow? You want that versus man? I don't know.
Yeah. Shallow cross. Anytime you see a guy starting on one side of the field and going to the other side, that's a man beater. 100%.
Yeah. Fair enough. Whenever we do like one-on-one, I never watch one-on-ones with receivers and DBs, but we do like a competition now with Nick Sirianni ever since he's been here on Friday with the young guys, where it could be an O-line, D lineman. They've kind of stopped doing that. And now it's mostly just a receiver DB or a tight end linebacker or something like that. It'll be a one-on-one while the whole team's watching to decide like a competition for offense versus defense.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, I always think it's kind of unfair when like a DB's playing outside leverage and the guy just runs like a crosser. I'm like,
100%.
How's he supposed to cover that?
That situation, you got to treat it like zero. You can't think that it's single high. You know what I mean? You got to treat that one-on-ones. You got to treat it like zero.
You don't have leverage.
There's no help inside. Yeah.
Let's get some new heights stamp of the week. What do we got, Trev?
Let's get it, baby. New Heights stamp of the week, where me and Jason give out who we think has been taking their game to new heights in week 11 of the NFL season. New Heights stamp of the week, sponsored by State Farm.
Hey,
talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can bundle and save with the personal price plan. All right now.
Hey, personal price plan.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Who you going with?
I'll jump it off, man. I'm going with that guy I was just talking about, DTR, man. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Browns rookie quarterback, came in, big game. The guy was a little teary-eyed at the end of it, got his first NFL victory in his first start against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Browns Steelers. Heated rivalry since the beginning of time. And that had to be an amazing feeling for him, man. Coming in and led the Browns to a huge divisional win. Was his second career start. I take that back. In his first start, the Browns lost to the Ravens 28-3. God damn. But Coach Stefanski over there in Cleveland decided to give DTR another chance. And sure enough, with Deshaun being out for the rest of the season, game was tied 10-10 with 1:18 left to play, and DTR led the Browns on a game-winning drive, setting up the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, for a 34-yard field goal. Browns win 10-13. Yeah, so shout out to DTR for taking his game to new heights, baby. Stamp of the week. Jason, who you got?
Hey, yo. All right. I'm going to go with potentially the most stereotypical Italian in the NFL right now, and Giants rookie quarterback Tommy DeVito. After giving him endless shit about living with his mother still while also playing in the NFL.
Endless shit.
Tommy threw it right back in our face. The Giants led by none other than the Italian stallion.
Okay, DeVito.
The rookie who still lives at home with his mother and eats those delicious chicken cutlets and hasn't done laundry ever in his life. Beat the Commanders 31-19 in a huge divisional victory. Tommy DeVito's first win, threw for 246 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That boy balling.
And he did so, in style with the Italian hand celebration. Can I get is there like a video of this guy talking? I want to know what this guy sounds like. I need a press conference of Tommy DeVito right now. You're going, Brandon? I need to see I need to hear it. In my head, I'm hearing a voice, and if it's exactly what I think it's going to be, it might just break together.
There's no way. There's no way it could be that.
It's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be so, I can't wait.
Shout out to DeVito for taking his game to new heights, baby. Happy as hell for you, man.
Seriously. It's always awesome. Dude, whenever a guy comes up out of nowhere to lead a team to victory.
Yeah, DTR.
Rookie,
DeVito.
Yeah, man. You get fired up about this. All right, let's hear what this guy sounds like.
That one interception stands out to me the most. Again, we're just trying to be a little too aggressive. All right. See that guy get down to another option that I have. We had a good run play before that, so try to just keep staying in the positive and don't have any negative plays.
Not what you thought.
I've seen enough. I'm seeing enough. All right. Not as stereotypical as I was thinking in my head. I'm not going to lie. Much more polished than I was expecting. Good job, Tommy. All right.
He's fucking killing it, man.
Mrs. DeVito, I don't know what you're putting in them chicken cutlets, but you might want to keep it up because apparently it's working.
All right now.
But one thing that wasn't working at the Giants-Commanders game was the hot water.
Ooh.
Apparently, FedEx Field, which almost took out Jalen Hurts last year in a game with an entire fan section collapsing into the tunnel.
That shit's so fucking, it's so silly.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous. They apparently were without hot water.
We got to figure something out, Washington.
Didn't have hot water for their showers. Have you ever not showered after a game?
No.
I feel like you're not going to admit this either way, but
I've always showered after a game.
I've always showered too. And honestly, even if there wasn't hot water, I've taken cold showers. I'm still going to get in the water. I'm just going to put some soap. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, listen, it's not going to be fun.
No, we're getting it done.
I'm going to make sure I put that towel on extra quick because, cold shower, you got to cover that thing up quicker. Don't want anybody getting any ideas, but
the media walks in the room.
That's right, bro. Man, I guess, but there are guys that don't shower. Not most of the time after games, most guys shower.
Everybody has to shower. What are we doing, man?
The shower pill is a thing. There are guys on Friday, the moment they get out of practice, they're in their clothes and they're out the door. And I'm like, bro, it is going to take you 5 minutes to wash that filth off you. What are you doing?
Coming from a man who doesn't even use soap. He just rinses himself.
I use soap on the hot spots. Rinse off
hot spots,
dirtiness.
my bad.
Though. Hot spots. Are there any stadiums you hate playing at because of the facilities?
No, not really. I mean, the Coliseum over in Oakland was it flooded one time
Yeah, that was not
the locker room flooded. And it was always weird. The locker room was always very tiny. It was like I was like walking around. That's all. I mean, small locker rooms are the worst, but other than that, I really don't care. I'll play wherever.
Yeah, I'm with you. The only thing I do hate, there's two things that I hate: small locker rooms and small amount of stalls, because it is not ideal pregame. And you're trying to time up your pregame ritual, and there's only 2 freaking stalls in the bathroom for an away team. I get pissed off at that.
You're sitting on a warm seat.
I might, yeah, exactly.
And it ain't got heated seating. It's just from a 300-pounder.
There's a 3-man line to get into that thing. So you know all the other 3 guys that were just on that seat. Yeah, it's not ideal. Not ideal.
The filth.
The first thing I do when I get to an away team stadium is I go in and see how many stalls there are. If it's a small amount of stalls, I'm going to go in there and try and force the shit out because I got to try and get this over with. And I'm going to go take some Imodium so I don't have to deal with this nonsense.
Dude, it's that big of an issue for you?
I just don't like the inconvenience.
For whatever reason, I don't think I've shit at a game. And man, I couldn't tell you the last time I took a shit at a stadium.
It's impressive.
And I'll take a shit on a fucking plane. I'll take a shit in a
I can't tell you the last time I only took 1 shit at a stadium.
That boy shitty.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the older stadiums, let's be honest. I mean, the Coliseum, obviously really old. Those stadiums are awesome to play at for the historical
the
side
venue,
of it.
yeah. No,
yeah,
awesome.
like it's like,
Lambeau's got a little bit of that.
Stadium, Lambeau is unbelievable.
It's
From
so
a facility standpoint, not the best, but you kind of are like, you know what? I'll take the trade-off in the facilities to be able to play in an iconic place like that.
100%.
Now, FedEx Field, not that iconic. And I don't really like the facilities, so we can let's move on with this one. I think
let's figure that thing
there's
out.
a lot of talk of them figuring out the stadium and maybe moving into a newer place. I hope that happens sooner rather than later for those guys.
Magic Johnson will get it right. He'll figure it out.
Magic Johnson. Is he one of the owners?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
We're done.
So we're done?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's all it is.
Brandon, are you positive?
I'm pretty sure I'm positive.
All right. All right, that's it. That wraps it up for this episode of New Heights. Thanks for tuning in, 92%ers. Make sure you're subscribed to the New Heights channel so you know when all the new episodes are coming out. And make sure to check out our bonus video this Friday. We're going to preview our Week 12 games, do some bonus no-dumb questions, and take a look at a Fat Guy's submission for the greatest highlight of all time.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Once again, New Heights is presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment. And this episode is presented by all new Experian Smart Money Debit Card. The debit card that builds credit without the debt. Follow the show on all social media at New Heights Show with 1S. And thank you to our production. We're really going to need you for this one.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks,
and
Jay.
thank you to all the 92%ers for always tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the family reunion game. And get ready for the real Super Bowl rematch, baby.
Ooh, okay.
I got to get me another taste of them birds. Got to get me another taste.
Hey, I wouldn't turn it down.
Peace. I can show you the world.
Rank the Disney princess right now.
I do think Aladdin's the best. Kylie gets mad at how much I turn Aladdin on. I've turned our girls into like huge Aladdin fans.
I'll sing Aladdin all the time just in my head.
Arabian nights like Arabian days. More often than not, or hotter than hot, in a lot of good ways.
Nice.
I can't sing that one. The vocal fry technique doesn't work on that one.
That Nickelback one. You're hilarious for thinking that you don't sound like Nickelback.